I'm so excited to bring you exclusive access for here in the green room at 30 Rock for Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, but not for Jimmy, for Joe Jonas. He's going to go on tonight to talk about his new show, The Next, and what else he's doing. So right here, we are in the green room. So come with me. I'm going to bring you inside before he goes on TV to talk about his life. Come on in. Watch your step. I don't want you to trip over anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Jonas.
Hey,
what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
All right. Looking smooth. You see this right here?
Thank you very much.
I see you, man. So tell me about this show, The Next. Why'd you get involved, man?
The show The Next, when it was presented to me originally, I actually wasn't really all about it. I kind of was on the fence. There's so many shows out there that are music talent search shows, so you're like, okay, do I really want to be on another one? And then they presented me the concept, the fact that I get to work with these people that really didn't get the chance they deserved, and it's also really lighthearted, really, like, we don't really take ourselves seriously, the mentors, and I've been able to mentor artists behind the scenes, but now finally doing that on camera is something that is new to me, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm working with John Rich, Gloria Estefan, and Nelly, and they're like the craziest characters ever, and the four of us in one room is really fun.
That's all right, man. Now, when they originally came to you, I know you had the idea of, I'm not trying to do it. What made you really want to do it?
The fact that the producers wanted to sit down with me, I thought that spoke a lot about who they were as people, that the fact that they were so on point about and confident about wanting me to be a part of the show, which really was really nice. I was actually up for the show Stars Earn Stripes, and so I was either like hold a microphone in my hand or hold a gun, and I felt like that was a little bit more common for me to be holding a microphone. I mean, I thought maybe next season, Stars Earn Stripes.
Might see him with a gun next season.
Yeah.
And we're here with The Next. Tell me about the mentoring role. What approach do you take? How do you do this?
For me, I just like to have fun with each artist. I'm literally jumping into their lives for 72 hours. So say they work at Subway, I'm making sandwiches. Say they drive a bus for work, I'm helping them drive the bus. And there's stuff that, I have to get my C-Class license first, but there's stuff like that I constantly, I'm being thrown into their lives because we don't have a lot of time, so I'm mentoring them while they're living their everyday life. And I just try to pull from personal experiences. So I just give them everything that I've gone through, the ups and downs. Even though I'm young, I've been able to go through quite a lot with my brothers, and we've seen both sides, the good and bad of the business. So you kind of have to throw it all at them in 72 hours, hoping that some of it will connect, and then they have a big competition.
Wow, and how did your brothers feel about you going on TV and being a mentor?
You know, they're really supportive. Nick watched the show last night. I was flying here, so he wasn't able to watch the first episode, but he loved it. He's really pumped for me. You know, I hope for him he's able to do a show like this. He's in talks for American Idol, so I'm crossing my fingers that he gets that as well. I think he would be great for it, but we all kind of know that doing things on our own will only help the band when we get back together, which we are right now, so that's exciting.
That's awesome. And what have you learned mentoring all these people? Because you're working with different people. Yeah. Has anything surprised you?
The biggest surprise to me is, I would say, how I relate with so many of these artists. You know, one artist in Baltimore that I really am happy about. The guy comes from a church background. He has 3 brothers. I was sitting there looking in a mirror. I was like, this is crazy, and that I can work with these people and just get them prepared. It's nice.
And tell me about, is there camaraderie with you and Nelly and Rich and with Gloria Estefan? Are you guys at war? How do you guys even operate?
It's like a locker room fun, you know. We like to have fun with each other. At the same time, we do compete. So we want our person to win, but we also know that we want the person to represent each city in the best way possible, because they are going to Hollywood and competing against 6 other contestants. We want to know that you're representing Orlando and you're the best Orlando has. And of course, you know, how many shows have the back, you know, the person in the back room with singing to the mop, and
That's
you know,
right.
You can't really find those artists anymore. So these artists had the chance, or have 1 million views on YouTube. They just haven't hit that place where they're just blowing up yet. So we're able to come in there and give them advice and help them out.
Cool. So what's the craziest thing that's happened to you going in their hometowns, their normal lives, traveling around? What's the craziest thing so far?
The craziest thing so far, one of my favorites was I was thrown into a babysitting situation where there's 15 of the craziest little kids you can imagine.
Okay.
Just running in circles. When I walked in the house, it was a beautiful mansion. I was like, this is amazing. And then these kids just destroyed it when their parents left. And I'm sitting here trying to babysit them, and they're not listening to anything I have to say. I played basketball against a college walk-on, and he was ridiculous. I mean, he just schooled me to the 10th degree, but it was awesome.
That's great. And now they're actually grabbing. He has to go live to Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
But do you get nervous before you even do late night shows and stuff?
luckily, Jimmy Fallon's kind of a friend of the brothers now, and we've been able to have a lot of fun with him. And he's so laid back and fun, and you never know what to expect on his show. Like you could have a whole thing listed out, and you could be literally talking about cheeseburgers for the whole interview. So I just kind of go into it knowing you're sitting with just like an old buddy and just catching up. It's kind of fun.
That's great. Well, I'm excited to watch you on the next, and you guys should definitely tune in. He's got a lot to say. He's dressed up nice just for you.
Just for you guys. Thursdays at 9. East Coast time, I believe, on the CW.
You're good. You're good. Joe, thank you so much. Have fun with Jimmy, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right, you guys stay tuned.